Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. If we can settle down, please. I can still hear a lot of activity. If we can start settling down, the event is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, you are present in the Mayoral Customer Service lecture, which is about to begin. Thank you. Yes. My name is Buyisiwe Jaka, and I am from eThekwini within Mile, and I will be assisting with directing the program for today. Today marks a very special day of Customer Service Week. We know that though we would have probably loved to have the lecture actually preceding an opening for the Customer Service Week, but we have it today. And also on top of that, it's also International Customer Service Week, and I think that also marks a very special day for the program that is happening today. But we are hoping that we're going to have a lot of engagement today with you and with also our guests. We are also going to be introducing our guests soon so that you know who our guests are. I think before I just call upon Mr. Mavuso to come and do the opening and the welcome, just a few housekeeping rules. I think if you, on my left, if you go this on the left and then through the entrance of customer service, that's where you will find the bathrooms for those that will be needing the bathrooms. And during the discussions, if we can just make sure that we participate actively. The intention of the lecture is to make sure that there is active engagement and creating a platform for everyone to engage. Anytime I'd like us to start so that we make sure that we keep to the program. And hence I'd like to call upon Mr. Mavuso Shabalala, who is the head of Sizakala Customer Service Unit, to come and just do a word of opening and welcome to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Your Worship, the Mayor, Councillor, Cyril Tlaba, Chairperson of our Committee, Governance and Human Resources, colleagues that are here, fellow heads, deputy heads, senior managers, as well as our stakeholders. The name is Mavuso, and I have the privilege of leading this team. This team that has developed an app with 116,000 users as of last week. We are very proud of that. We are gathered here, colleagues, as customer service officials. We are the ones that directly engage with customers. We are the ones that know their faces. Some of us, maybe, that are not here, do not know our customers. We're the ones who know our customers. They come and see us. They call our contact centers. We know their voices. Colleagues, thank you very much for making time to come and share this wonderful occasion with us. You are most welcome. Your Worship, thank you for taking time from your busy schedule. It's always a pleasure to have you around. We look forward to hearing your wisdom. We are here to receive marching orders, colleagues. We are here to get instructions for our mayor. I therefore encourage you to fully participate in the program. I sincerely hope that today will be exciting and enjoyable. And thank you and have a wonderful time.
Thank you, Mr. Chabalala. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, I'm not sure if we all have the programs on our hand, but just to give a brief, because I won't have time after the mayor have spoken, we will just go into the discussions and plenary. Just like to introduce our guests that we have that are going to be part of the panel. I would start with Ms. Oliria Albert, who is behind me. Ms. Albert is the founder and CEO of Innovate Durban, and an entity that is dedicated to fostering innovation in the city. She has a background in economics and innovation management, and she's previously served as a program manager for innovation at eThekwini municipality. Aurelia's passion lies in innovation management, social development, and design thinking. And in 2017, she was recognized with the Samira Award for Early Career Excellence in innovation management. She has been instrumental in establishing Durban's first Township Innovation Co-Lab and organizing South Africa's first IBM-powered hackathon. Ladies and gentlemen, just a round of applause for Ms. Aurelia. Thank you. And another guest speaker that we have is Mr. Ringo Naidu, and he is the gentleman that is sitting second from the left. And Ringo has been a committed advocate for environmental sustainability and community welfare for over 30 years. He is actively involved with the numerous community organizations, including the Bluff Ratepayers and Resident Association, Mere Bank Alliance Forum, Chinatown Navy Civic Association, and the South Durban Community Environmental Alliance. He also serves as a board member for the Child Welfare Durban and District, and also chairs Lake Haven Child and Youth Care Center. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think then for the introduction then of our guest speaker and of our main speaker, I would then like to call upon the councillor that is also sitting here with us, who is Councillor Nkosenhle Madlala, who is the chairperson of Governance and Human Resources. So he can give us the background, and also as part of that, also just introduce the mayor for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Councillor Madlala, a round of applause for him.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Program Director, and good morning to you. Let me take this time and greet the Honorable Mayor, the panelists that are here, and let me maybe stand on the protocol as it has been observed in the interest of time. Sanbonan. As a way of background, this mayoral lecture on customer service is a cornerstone of our efforts to redefine, refine, and advance the way we serve the people of eThekwini. Since its inception in the financial year of 2021-2022, this lecture has played a vital role in reinforcing the importance of seamless customer service within our community and within our municipality. Jointly hosted by the Sizakala Service Center and the Mayoral Parlor Unit, this annual lecture is not just a platform for dialogue, but a strategic interface the city, academia, business, and civil society engage in. It enables us to address the evolving needs of our citizens, ensuring that our services align with the ambitious goals of the eThekwini Vision 2030. As we celebrate the International Customer Service Week, under the global theme of, I quote, above and beyond, close quote, we have taken this theme to heart by customizing it to reflect our local values, specifically the value of Ubuntu and the principles contained in the Bantropeli, putting our people first. The approach does not only emphasize a customer-centric focus, but also underscores the spirit of togetherness and humanity in our service delivery. The purpose of today's lecture is to empower our managers and our staff to strengthen our shared commitment to a culture of customer excellence and to facilitate collaboration between all levels of municipal workforce. Our objective is simple: to promote a professional, customer-focused ethos that ensures every interaction with the city creates a positive and a unique experience. With that, let me invite to the stage a leader who has been pivotal in driving the agenda forward. Born and bred in the city of Durban, la njengaphesheya eClermont. A former MPL since 1994, a former minister, MEC for Agriculture and Rural Development, a former member of parliament, a former chair of the Portfolio Committee on Defense, a trained attorney, and a very good someone from eThekwini. Babu May, come and talk to us.
Thank you so much. You may take your seats. Program Director, Baba Kosentle Madlala, the Chairperson of Governance and Human Capital, colleagues, Baba Mavuso, the head of our customer service, the panelists, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Sanbonani. Let me take this opportunity to thank you for making time to be part of this important gathering, where all of us as eThekwini municipality employees have an opportunity to reflect and chart a new path towards service delivery excellence. This lecture also coincides with the International Customer Service Week, where we recognize and celebrate employees who go an extra mile to deliver exceptional service. As the leadership of the city, we have made a commitment to our residents that customer service will remain our primary focus. Therefore, we are pleased that the municipality, through our Sizakala customer services, created this awareness program about the importance of customer service as part of our effort to build a people-centered municipality. Last month, we were in the same venue to mark 100,000 eThekwini municipality mobile app download. We celebrated this milestone because it demonstrates to us that there is an improvement in the way we interact with our customers. We highlight this development because it represents what is possible if we commit ourselves to finding solutions to challenges facing the city. It is also providing us an opportunity to significantly improve the way we deliver services to our people. We are confident that this mobile app is a game changer that will enhance customer service in the municipality, and we call all our residents to embrace it. Apart from improving turnaround times in responding to complaints, it will also assist us to address the billing challenges our residents constantly complain about. Therefore, let us all be ambassadors of this program by encouraging our people to download this application. Colleagues, we wish to reiterate that as the leadership of the city, we take the responsibility of providing quality services to residents very seriously. In fact, all of us have an obligation to listen to the residents and respond adequately to their issues so that we can have happy customers. This is the only way the city will be able to generate much needed revenue, because a happy customer is a paying customer. At the same time, we are going to increase the level of accountability by employees and those who fail to do their work. Consequence management will be implemented. When people complain about poor service, this does not only tarnish the image of the city, but it results in public losing confidence in the ability of the entire government to deliver services. At the same time, we'll support and praise those who are positively contributing towards the goal of making eThekwini the most caring and livable city. It is true that the majority of the employees are dedicated and hardworking. We recognize those who sweep the streets every evening so that we come to the city in the morning clean and ready to receive us. There's no work that is minor and inconsequential. We also acknowledge all the hard work that goes to ensuring we provide all the basic services to millions of people resident in eThekwini. We all have to play our part to build a city that works for its citizens. For us, there is no doubt that we have enough dedicated servants of the people to change the city for the better. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the major challenges we have to be mindful of as an organization is a tendency to operate in silos. This cancer has no place in this municipality because it hinders service delivery. Therefore, we would like to urge the city manager and the relevant city managers to fast-track project integration. We must integrate customer services for an effective and efficient service delivery system. Furthermore, as we integrate our services, we must also ensure that our staff is well capacitated to maintain customer service standard in accordance with the changing customer needs. To our social partners, we want to assure you that we welcome and value positive criticism. Our Sizakala centers have tools for feedback with customer satisfaction questionnaires. We urge you all to take advantage of this facility, as it will help us improve the standard of service we are providing to our customers. Another area that we must focus on is customer service experience. As a city, we must be consistent in the way we deliver services across customer service points. Customers who visit our Sizakala centers in townships must get the same customer experience to those in affluent areas. The customer is the boss. Our customers are our bosses. We must prioritize their satisfaction and meeting their needs. Without them, we will not generate the revenue we need to pay salaries. We must remember that the positions we occupy, were created solely to serve the people. I wish to repeat this. We must remember that the positions I occupy, was created solely to serve the people. Lastly, as we come together to build a city of our dreams, we wish to invite everyone to familiarize themselves with the Batu Pile principles of being courteous, transparent, accessible, and providing best value and ensuring performance excellence. Again, let me reiterate that if we all pull together, we will achieve the noble goal of building a better life for all. I thank you.
Thank you, Bob Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, courteous, transparent, accessible, best value and a better life for all. Thank you for the wonderful speech. I'm just, before I just go a bit into the mayor's speech and also engage the plenary, I'd like to apologize. I had thought that Councillor Tusi would be introduced by the councillor. And ladies and gentlemen, we also have Councillor Tusi of Ward 38, who is our host today. Mhlonishwa ungixolele, ngiyaxolisa kakhulu.
Because you missed introducing him, I also missed mentioning him as well.
I accept and I take it, Bab Mayor. Mhlonishwa ungixolele kakhulu. Ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't because of the host. So a warm welcome to him. He is on the program. You are still going to hear from him also. Now, I'm hoping that our panelists picked up some items or issues that the mayor has indicated in his speech. I'm intrigued, Bob Mayor, because you're talking about people-centered municipality and also improving the way that we interact. And already when you were talking about the app, I started thinking about Aurelia here and starting to think, I wonder what she is going to say about innovation. I worked, Bob Mayor, when I was a student for one of the retail shops. And in that retail shop, one thing we were told is that customer is king. And no matter what, the customer will come so angry. The customer would come with the chicken half eaten, with the chicken only left with the bone, but you had to replace that and smile and say, because the customer is king. And from your speech, I could already deduce that that is exactly the notion, and that is what the principle that you are trying to instill in us, to say that as the employees of eThekwini, that is what we are going, that's the mentality that we should be having. But I don't want to take a lot of time again talking and dissecting the mayor's speech, because we do have plenary here, and then we also have our panelists here. If we can just give an opportunity then to them so that we can hear what they are saying. I don't know if there is another mic that we will have, or must I use the same mic? If there is another mic, if I can have the one mic here. Mr. Naidu, if I can start with Ms. Oloria, ladies first. Thank you. Ms. Oleria, if we can just get a view from yourself in respect of responding to the mayor's speech. Like I was saying, the mayor spoke about the app as part of the innovation that the city has doing, and as part of the city's commitment to innovation. If you can just give us our comments also touching on that. I know you are big on innovation, so, but I know you also have other aspects that you've also picked up from what the mayor was saying. And over to you then. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, good morning everyone. So firstly, I'd like to recognize His Worship the Mayor. Councillor Tusi, I did not leave your name out. Councillor Madlala, so good to see you again. My fellow panelists, Ringo, other city leadership, management, the employees of eThekwini, I think the biggest part of today's program. So it really is an honor for me to be present here today. When I was typing up my notes, it's so funny because you asked me to pull out elements from His Worship's speech, and you spoke about two things that I had already made notes on, and that is customer-centric and consistency. And so thank you so much for bringing that forward as well in your speech, and I think that's really important. I'm here to speak about innovation, and that's what I've been asked to speak about, and how important innovation is. And I think people don't really understand what innovation is. And just to break it down very simple, innovation is something that you can create, produce, refine, make a change to. It's not invention. It's not something completely new. Sometimes it's just changing an existing system to make it work better for you, to address a real need and to add value. So with you being in customer service, that plays a huge part. It could be the way in which you approach your customers. So every citizen is a customer and should be treated as one. It could also be changing a system in your process that allows you to be more efficient and productive. There's two things that innovation can assist with, and I'm not going to be too long because I know we've got other speakers, but it can increase productivity, but it can also reduce costs. And I know when you are front-facing and you are the face of the municipality when dealing with the citizens and their complaints and queries, it's very difficult when you're faced with a problematic customer or citizen. And you probably wonder, how is it my role to reduce costs in the municipality? But playing that pivotal role and being the front and front-facing, forward-facing, and the face of the municipality, you can play a huge role by just being more efficient in your services. And like I said, innovation is simple. Anyone can innovate. It doesn't take someone special to go and create something new. It's a creation or change in a very simple system or in the way in which you currently work. I also think there's just a few important points. And you mentioned customer is king, and it's true in the private sector, in any organization. The bottom line is the most important. And how do you maximize profit? You treat your customer as king. But also, employees who are facing customers and working with customers on a daily basis also deserve the respect and recognition. Because I know I am also a citizen. Yes, I'm a business leader, but I'm also a citizen. And citizens can be very difficult. The one thing as a leader in my organization is that, yes, customer is king, and so we will treat all our customers, and customers are beneficiaries to Innovate Durban. They are also paying customers who pay for our services at our innovation hubs. But if a customer is disrespectful, that is something that we also don't tolerate. So I think it's twofold. It's treating the customer as king, but it's also understanding your worth as an employee and also as leadership of the city, ensuring that our own staff are taken care of. And I think that's quite vital, because I've seen and I've heard a number of insults being thrown at municipal employees when you've got these irate customers coming in with huge bills, and I don't blame them for being upset. But at the end of the day, there's also a way to treat someone. So I think that's quite an important point to bring forward. I also think celebrating employee excellence is really important. And I know the city does that quite well. You've got the Excellence Awards that takes place. And so recognition and celebrating the wins. So what has been working well in the municipality? The mayor mentioned the app that's been used, and I think it's 100,000 downloads, if I'm not mistaken. And that is really impressive. And I think as a city, we always, and we get a lot of people criticizing the city for various issues. And so we so often look at what's wrong rather than what's actually right in the city. And I think eThekwini can really be proud of itself for where it was and where it has come to. Having an app that can deal with customer service complaints and queries is a huge step forward. The municipality is not going backward. It is taking the right step forward. And I think you can only do better and improve on that. And so I say, yes, there is a lot there's a lot that is wrong, that can be improved, but let's also look at what's right. And let us be proud of ourselves as employees who are meeting with our citizens and our customers on a daily basis, and let's take ownership of that role. And I think that's really important. And I try to tell my employees as well, take ownership of the work that you are involved in. When you take ownership of something, it becomes your own. You want to do the best at it. You want to be the most productive, the most efficient. Even if no one is recognizing you there, if you're not doing it for anyone else, you're doing it for yourself. So make yourself proud. Be the best customer service employee that the municipality has ever seen. Be that person. Don't wait for someone to say, okay, you are going to get that performance bonus because you've performed well. Do it to make yourself proud. And once you take ownership of your role, everything else that's projected from you will be excellence. And I think the municipality prides itself in excellence. It's a message I keep hearing by all leadership, in fact, excellence in service. So it's not just about doing a good job, it's about doing an excellent job. And how can we use innovation in your own roles? Think about everything that you do. How can you do something to make it faster, more efficient, to also make your service better? And that is what innovation is about. If you want to go a step ahead and create something completely brand new, by all means try it out. But I'm just trying to make it more relatable to you, to say that innovation is anything that is a change in a system to make it more efficient and to add value and to address a real need. Just before I close, I just wanted to mention that at Innovate Durban, we use design thinking. So I'm very passionate about design thinking. Design thinking is a customer-centric approach. It's putting the customer at the heart of a problem and at the heart of a solution. So whenever we are faced with challenges, let us have empathy. Let us look at our citizens and have that citizen-centric approach. Design thinking uses empathy. Put yourselves in the shoes of the customer or the citizen. Define what the challenge is. So every day we face challenges. So define what that problem is. Ideate. Think of ideas to make improvements or to come up with solutions. Create that solution and then test that solution and repeat. So it's a very simple mindset change when you approach any challenge in your environment. And it may be the smallest problem, it could be the biggest problem to us. But if we can use that methodology and thinking, putting the customer, and in this case the citizen, at the heart of the problem, but also at the heart of the solution when we are creating solutions. And I just wanted to leave with that, but also to say, let's get the basics right. Before we go and create all these fantastic systems, let's also get the basics right. And it starts with you, those who are front-facing as customer service employees. And if we get the basics right, everything else will follow after. So I'm going to end with that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Aurelia. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause again for Ms. Aurelia. Mr. Naidu, Ubab Mayor is saying that a paying customer is a happy customer is a paying customer. And then he said something else. He says that the positions that we occupy are actually created to serve the people. But the one thing that also touched me the most was that, hey, my salary is coming from those payments. And I know that is something that should be touching us, and that also above and beyond, we should be knowing that those are the people that we are servicing at the end. They also ensure that we are also getting paid. Maybe just a few words also from yourself, from what the mayor had said, and also what your take on the mayor's speech and also on the entire theme. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I use that? Program Director, Honorable Mayor, councillors, esteemed executives, management team, valued staff, members, distinguished guests, both present and those joining us virtually. I hear the theme was vintage. I hope my hair qualifies for that. Thank you for this invaluable opportunity to be part of today's annual lecture, Mr. Mayor. It is through engagement like these that we can enact meaningful change, not just in eThekwini, but across the provinces, as well as the challenges we face are widespread. We see them daily in the news and in our communities. However, the question we must ask, how can we effectively address these issues? The invitation I received mentioned that the purpose of today's lecture is to foster customer-centric culture. Mr. Mayor, I urge you to reflect on whether all departments truly embrace customer centricity. While there are undoubtedly pockets of excellence, many ratepayers would argue there's often a lack of urgency, a noticeable gap in customer experience or customer service. This being International Customer Service Week, it is timely that we reflect on the theme above and beyond, and its alignment with the principles of Ubuntu and the customer centricity. Customer service is fundamentally about servicing our communities, delivering with passion and exceeding expectations. Let me give you a few examples that illustrate why many in our communities feel underserved. For instance, when a ratepayer reports a water leak, it can sometimes take days or even a month to be repaired, only for the same leak to resurface. I'm sure the councillor would attest to that. Mr. Mayor, I recall reading an article where you mentioned recently that 50% of the water purchased goes unaccounted for, translating into losses of 1.8 billion. This is in the 2021-2022 year, fiscal period. That's nearly 5 million rand lost daily due to water leaks. Is this what we consider customer service? We spoke about the offices being inundated. We spoke about the frontline staff being threatened and screamed at. Anybody with high bills will certainly have that. Similarly, sewer blockages and spills disrupt our communities. This is often the result of aging infrastructure and lack of maintenance. More often than not, contractors, rather than municipal staff, are called out to resolve these issues. This raises questions: is it a matter of competency or simply a lack of will? We frequently hear the budget constraints prevent necessary work from being done. I sincerely hope that this belongs to the past, Mr. Mayor, with the budgets now being enforced. Parks and gardens in our communities can go unattended for months. Street lights stay on 24/7, and vandalized infrastructure remains in disrepair. A specific instance comes to mind. A substation was vandalized in August, and we as residents had to seal the doors to prevent cable theft and so forth. 2 months later, it has not been fixed. The question then arises, if there's an outage in the area, how would the contractors gain access to the substation? there's further issues. As civic associations, we also face challenges in communicating with supervisors and managers. Often emails go unanswered, leaving us without support and guidance we need. Budget constraints do hinder service delivery, and I acknowledge that the management team cannot perform effectively without the resources. However, as ratepayers, it is our responsibility to inform you what is happening on the ground. I do want to acknowledge the positive experiences as well. Personally, I've had great interaction with your revenue team, particularly in the outreach programs that bring services directly to the community. This is customer service in action. And it's a model we should seek to replicate across all departments. In closing, Mr. Mayor, I want to emphasize that many within your management team and staff already embody a customer-centric approach. And for that, we are grateful. The challenge now is to build on these successes and foster a culture where every department and every staff member is committed to going above